Hello and welcome to the Fire King Plays Genshin Impact. Last we left our hero, we made it through as much of the main story of Simulanka as we could. We faced against the dragon and turned him into a mini dragon. Yeah, he just wanted friends, it seems. What are you showing me with this? Why there's a card thing there? Oh wait, I don't give a shit. I haven't played the card game voluntarily in quite a while. As for the side content here, I still need to do this. Again, it bored me, so I didn't do any, but it seems I need to get the rest, to get all the figurines you get from this. But I got all the rest, which means we still got Karar from that. What we're going to do now is we're going to start with this world quest before doing the afterword for this. So, off stream, I explored this area a bit. I got this island, technically this island, though I didn't want to go there, and half of this, just this big half up here. So there's still like this area I haven't explored yet, as you can tell from that and that. I went around counterclock, and yeah. But yeah, let's go see what this world quest is. It means I'm going to start off by voicing. Interesting, being that at work today, I might have said about 10 words. Yeah, that deal. Oh, absolutely nothing to do at work. Well, I shouldn't say that. I did work. Oh, the lamp really came off. It isn't broken now, is it? Calm down, Paimon. It's still glowing. You're right. It's still shining even after being removed. Were we? I feel like this is like one step into the quest. Never mind that for now. Let's put the lamp back before anyone sees us. Es Noir. Please wait, honored guests. Oh, it's gotta be the lightkeeper. Look, lamp's still glowing, doesn't look broken. No, of course not. If anything, dear guest, you saved me much time and trouble by bringing it down. Yes, I've forgotten to introduce myself. Esnoir is my name, and I am the lighthouse keeper. This here is said lighthouse, and I greet you on both our behalves. Still, this is a bad time. A while ago, our lighthouse here was felled by a fuming, furious dragon. I'm still trying to figure out how to lift him up again. That way, his light shall shine upon even the most distant of places, that our wayfaring venturers may find their way back to our village. That said, since you retrieved this lamp, I'm thinking that if you could mount it somewhere high, its light should be visible even to distant venturers. Oh, that makes sense to Paimon. Let's back up a bit, shall we? What are venturers again? What do they have to do with the lighthouse? Ah, you two must be new here. They are explorers, wayfarers, those willing to take everything behind and travel far abroad. Adventurers. Their journeys take them to the end of the skies. After all, a mere jaunt over to Consolation Metropole or Rainsong Pond requires no lighthouse to show the way. And so adventurers board their little boats and set sail for where the stars set, or perhaps the other end of a rainbow. When they wish to return, the lighthouse should be their guide. When they return, some venturers have grown most strange, mumbling ceaselessly about value and suitability. It doesn't stop their luggage from containing many pretty stones, beautiful art, and seeds. Wait, and what if they don't wish to return? Why, that is their prerogative. No matter what, the radiance of the Brickstacks lighthouse shall shine upon the distant places where the stars fall. So long as they are willing, anyone may follow the light back to our village at any time. But now that the lighthouse has fallen, the lamplight cannot cross those vast distances. My friend Roselle set off just a few days ago. He must surely have gotten utterly lost now, just like all our other adventurers. I wish to set the lighthouse back up, but he remains unmoving. The entire village working together. But now, you've managed to take down the lamp. If this lamp remains lit even after being removed, why don't we just hang it up somewhere high? Ah, you're right. If we do that, lamp's light will... This is what he just said, guys. If only there were hooks in the sky to hang on. Oh, wait, there are. High altitude floating island. It's like when we hung up the stars with Navia. It's just a shame that we don't have the aerial express with us this time. As it happens, I do know of an island, the highest point in the area. Roselle taught me how to survey elevation, and I have already estimated this elevation of all nearby isles in his absence. Oh, to pass the time. Oh, one place I didn't go yet. Cool. If we hung the lamp up there, the light would be visible from far away for sure. It would be enough to allow adventurers to find their way back home. That said, this Roselle guy sure knows a lot. Of course, Roselle is the bravest, most inquisitive adventurer we have. Not only has he traveled the length and breadth of the world, but he has traveled still further beyond our world on his windmill ship. He often ranges far abroad indeed, even to places where the lamplight fails to touch, but he's told me that no matter how weak the lamp's light is, he always knows where the lighthouse is, and can follow it back to the village. Let's have a look at that island, shall we? Hang the lamp up, shall we? Yeah, whatever. I would love to go, but I must stay and keep watch over the lighthouse, for it is the first place venturers come upon returning to the village. Yes, he has collapsed, and I must do all I can to sort things out here. No. Yes, he has collapsed, but I must do all I can to sort things out here. I cannot allow him to receive our returnees all by his lonesome. And there's Roselle. He has been drifting so far from home for so long. I absolutely must give him a hug the moment he returns. So please, dear guest, could you help me hang the lamp up at the highest point possible? I have some savings. Your deed shall not go unrewarded. Don't worry, leave this to me. Thank you, my gratitude and more, on behalf of my lighthouse and Roselle too. I shall be here waiting for him and for you. That was my attempt at a French accent. I don't think I did too bad. Yeah, I went over here before. There was something on that island that actually led me back here for a chest. And then there was just another chest here. These guys don't attack. They're just here. I'm curious what will happen. But nothing was marked that anything would happen, so... There, so we might as well start this way. Okay. What was with the momentum there? Or squirrels.
I'll keep this close.
We already have the max we need. I guess I could go back to that island there. No, I don't think I did. No. There's only 2 chests. I could do that. How do we get to the mines? All flowers shall open your way. Oh, there's the chest. Oh, it's right there. Cool.
A reward on the road.
Ta-da!
I'll keep this close.
It's most of the stuff that I do off stream. Over here. Oh no! You looked the wrong way! Meant to hit this guy with it too, I guess not.
Let's dance.
We'll need more where that came from.
I'm not gonna do all the collecting now. We're just gonna get the stuff that's actually on our way. Titanium mines. We did everything on the other side of it and then came over here to get the teleport waypoint. Collect the rest of the stuff. That's what I was supposed to do. That is what was supposed to do. Jump twice and then this. I know I'd already made it. here. Scarlet Esmore was talking about. The tree up there looks just like the lamp. Someone under it too. So then, why are you angry? Why are you still angry? Perhaps you shouldn't have ventured outside. Hello there. Did you plant this tree? We'd like to hang a lamp on this tree. A lamp? Well, putting one up would be nice. Some more light might do Shavin's. I think it's Shavin. Shavin's mood some good. Might even put us on speaking terms again. Please do lend a hand, then. If I may lend you one in turn, just say the word, and it shall be so. Nice. Smooth sailing so far, eh? Come on, let's get this lamp hung up. There was wind blowing in here.
I'll keep this close.
It's a different. There's another place down there. Oh. We are supposed to be ignoring that. That should do it. Light should shine far and wide now. Not that anything's happened yet. What do we do now? We wait, of course. Maybe those venturers have seen the light already and are on the way back as we speak. It's just a lighthouse, guys. It doesn't do anything in this case. I don't know why we're waiting for something. Nothing's happened. Not a person has returned. Hello, you do. Not to disturb you or anything, but what were you intended to do by hanging that light up again? Well, long story short, the lighthouse broke. I see. I heard about the issue with Esno and the lighthouse as well, and this idea is a good one. However, perhaps we could hang it up still higher? Well, it's not like we can literally hang it up in the sky, can we? Hanging the lamp up in the sky, that could perhaps be possible. See, told you there was a way. So is there a place to hang the lamp? Please let me finish. This idea of mine may not actually work. Whispering Isle is not far from here. It's a gift if a gift is offered unto the goddess on that island, she will grant the supplicant their wish. Oh, that's some island. Righto. So let's take this lamp over to Whispering Isle and see what the deal is. I do not know if the goddess still hears our wishes. I've been to that island to offer gifts, but my wishes were not granted. Perhaps something's gone wrong somehow. What'd you wish for? My wish is a simple one. To be friends with Shavin again, forever. We used to live here together, taking care of this tree, drinking once set off on a long journey. When he returned, he was almost unrecognizable. Not that it should have mattered. We were still friends, I thought. We'd understand one another. But he grew stranger and stranger, his days filled with odd mumblings and melancholy. He even rejected all my tea party invitations. Oh, I've gone back to Esnor's French. These are all French names, so I went with a seemingly French accent. I might want to choose a different one for him, though, if I want to continue this. That's not holding up. I fear that he might no longer want to be my friend, so I made plans to go to the Whispering Isle and make a wish to the goddess. The oldest legend in our village says that originally the goddess favored the brave. So long as a valiant person were to bring her a gift as proof of their courage, she would respond to them. But I feared that she would not bestow her favor upon me, so I brought a dragon scale with me. Do you know about the giant dragon that suddenly emerged from the titanium mines? It flattened a great many homes and even mashed that mountain. Now our adventurers can no longer repair their boats and make tools there, and have had to change once they embark on their adventures. That mountain is just over there, but nowadays he's as broken as the broken sea itself. We constantly tried to chase the dragon away and defend our village. Whenever it flew above our village, we would grab chairs, tables, forks, and spoons with which to chase it away. Seems you've succeeded thus so far. Well, whatever the case may be, at least the dragon hasn't come back to set fire to the village or roll over or anything like that. Answering the question of when should we have done this quest? Answer, before completing the main one. Oh, wait, hold on. Or after. Or maybe the responses would have been different for our choices here. I looked away to say that before and then looked back and see mention of Minnie Durin. Oh well, that's on me. He's no evil dragon, he just wants to be friends with everyone. Is that so? In that case, his way of showing it is most unexpected. Well, we couldn't understand what he was saying at the time anyway, so all we could do was chase him off. When he left behind a scale. I believed that it could prove my courage. My neighbors thought so too. When I put the scale before the statue of the goddess, it began to glow with an awesome light. I thought this meant the goddess acknowledged my wish and was about to grant it. But Shavine did not change. He still refused to come out of that pot. He remains as upset as ever. He even advised me to become a venturer and go on a long journey with him. No way I'm doing that. Wait, come out of what pot now? It sounds like he's some sort of potted flower. That's right. Shavine is presently a flower in a pot. I mean, it's pretty alright, isn't it? He can live next to the tree, I can take care of him, water him, drink tea, and sing for him. But he always says that no matter where he goes, he must be sure of his place. Something he learned from his venturing. And that pot is his place. Coax and cajole as I might, I can't get him out of that pot. The goddess didn't make my wish come true, and I don't know what the matter is. Sorry for going on and on like that. Must have taken up quite a bit of your time here. Whispering Isles that way. Perhaps the goddess will be more willing to hear your wish. Back to this side and head on toward that above my head there, and that should take us over. We may get a chest or two along the way. There really isn't that much left in this area. Oh wow, that just slaughtered the guy. right here, I figured we'd be able to do it. Ta-da!
I'll keep this close.
Oh, use this one. Okay.
Is this an answer from this world?
Give you a good old pat. He got creative with some stuff for chests.
A reward on the road.
Actually, I should say insinuated. They did a good job with some
Is this an answer from this world?
chest.
Is this an answer from this world?
Guy napping. blueprint here, I ended up you go in there, you activate a thing, it brings you all the way back to the lighthouse. There you are. Traded all but one of them. Oh, okay. Just asked them to come out from below. Got a weapon-like dragon horn.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay. Okay. What? Where? Okay. I guess just standing here
I'll keep
was
this
enough
close.
to make these things. Whispering Isle. Statues here meant to represent. I don't know what kind of offering to give. Okay.
I'll keep this close.
Offer here your weapon right to spell the dense days as light
I'll keep this close.
Present you now your armor strong that guards your heart lest it go wrong. This should be the dragon scale that Manuel used to wish then. It can't be retrieved. Seems like you really did make a wish. Nope, no use. Scale won't come off. Guess the gods like the gift after all. Sword we got. I don't know why it didn't give us a There is a tail. Ah. This is what the glowy bit is what happened when I fell off before. But in that specific spot, it takes us in here. Whoa, alright. That's cool.
A reward on the road.
Observe everything. Wind-blessed harpasto. A familiar looking harpasto. It seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of island adventures. So, that is from another limited time event quest area. They brought those islands back for another event, which I don't remember if I showed you guys. But I actually missed it the first time. I started playing Genshin the first time that showed up. Still got that thing. Night Raven statue. Familiar looking Night Raven statue seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of adventures in a castle. That was a more recent one. I remember that as well. A familiar looking choo-choo cart seems to stir memories of an unforgettable summer of adventures in a domain. That's not very specific now, is it? But I do remember that as well. First of all, stop making noise. Grabbing you. First, what's this? It's the same image as the thing we got. Whoa. Oh, those are all our new things. Not quite sure where the clockwork key came from. Perhaps a citizen of Constellation Metro will see at least stuffed it into your bag. quite sure where this toy came from. Perhaps it was in the broken seas you put this stuff in your bag. Quite sure where this flower ring came from. Perhaps an inhabitant of the Forest of Blessings you put this stuff in your bag. Okay, that's cool. Huh. A draft of a story. Alright, that's cool. A little way to tie everything together at the end. Here, make the wish you hold so dear, and the reasons for your prayer you must make clear. Three statues. Looks like we're gonna have to offer them 2 more gifts. What should we offer? Paimon hasn't a clue. Any thoughts? Well, if it should be related to the wish, we should offer that lamp. That makes sense. As Noir's wish was to see his lamp hung high for all to see, right? Not just about Clear's armor, but we don't have any clues where it begins with weapons. It could be a sword, a polearm. There's way too many options. The statue of the goddess reacted to the dragon scale. Perhaps 2 gifts we need have to do with dragons. Dragon related stuff. Hang on, didn't we pick up something that resembles a horn from inside that mountain? That's right. It looked like a sword. That's gotta be the weapon we're looking for. Okay, full disclosure, I did not know that that thing was going to be related to this quest. I just knew there was a chest over there. Sounds sensible, and looks sensible too. Point is, the whole idea is most sensible. On point. Problem is, though, that Manuel's wish wasn't granted even after making wishes in the dragon scale. But the scale and horn are our only clues right now, so we might as well give it a try. That said, Whispering Isle's pretty big, huh? 3 goddess statues up there are huge, too. This ordinary adventure story would have been mysterious treasures hiding the statues or something. We found the treasure already, Paimon. On that note, I think we should take a closer look around. Yeah, no problem taking a little stroll. We found the weapon, haven't we? So, treasure hunting or wishing to the goddess first? Well, up to you. Yeah, we already did the exploration, Paimon. You were a bit late there. Hey, there we go. It's just floating up there now. Hey, windmill ship. Oh, it's one of those. Oh, we hopped on. Wait for a second. It's Noir! It's so good to see you! Oh, I knew I could trust you and the light that shone my way. I give him my word, dear friend. You're back. As for the light, however, you have our two guests today. Skies above, that was you then? I thought you were... I just used this city. Thought you had been stranded on that island when I saw you on my return trip. That's why I invited you on board. Words failed to describe how thankful I am to you. Had that radiance not reached my ship, I'm sure I would have been utterly lost at sea. Also, what happened to your lighthouse, Esnoir? What happened to this place? What exactly did I miss? Esnoir gesticulates wildly as he explains the events that transpired to Rosal. Or Roselle, maybe. A dragon crashed into the village, and another into the waterfall behind it. That really is a lot. I'm gonna have to ask you to give me all the details when you got the time. Well, I have the time right now. I have time anytime, in fact. I managed to clean up a little area. We can have some tea and cakes. Enjoy the fragrance of the flowers while we're at it. Really? It wouldn't be no problem at all. In fact, I've been looking forward to this. I'll show you new samples I've collected too. You'll not believe the different types of flowers and bugs I've encountered. It's just a shame that my bag is so small. I shall bring a larger one next time for sure. Next time you'll leave again, I presume? Do not worry, our time together is lengthy still as noir. The time we have now is more than sufficient for me to tell you about all the new things I've seen, I assure you. Are you going back out venturing? Yes, I'm a venturer. To venture is my calling. Don't go, Roselle. Have you noticed how some of your colleagues become strange when they return? They fret about the value of carpets and hats, and not at all about which is more beautiful or intricately made. Don't be angry, Esnoir. We can speak about this later. I brought you flower seeds from outside, ones with contours and colours I'm sure you've never seen before. Oh, yes, dear guests, you too should take some of these marvellous new gifts I've obtained from the outside. Consider them a token of my gratitude. Thank you for locking the way from our ship, and also for taking care of Esnoir. Now that the light illuminates the way, I'm sure the other adventurers also begin to return to the village. I hope they can rest well. After all, there are many far-off places that await their exploration still. Quest complete! Quickly, look at this conversation. Oh, it's actually a scene. No matter how many times you ask, Roselle, I will not go venturing with you. My friend, yes, but that will never change. I do not dislike you, but I do not enjoy traveling. It's nowhere near as frightening as you imagine. Just a trip, that's all. The outside world plays host to many flowers that cannot be found in our village, and many people we've never met. Even the shape of the clouds are different there. Remember the seed I brought you from outside? I can guarantee you've never seen any flower with its shape or colour before. Still a seed now? I'll plant it, then we'll see. If you're willing to go with me, we might be able to see this flower with our own eyes. Roselle, I am sorry. I have no wish to travel abroad, nor do I want to become like those venturers. I always fret about the... Yeah, you've already mentioned this part. This is how your travels change you, and it scares me. It's true. But have you noticed the maps? Plant samples and the travelogues that fill their luggage to bursting. We surge through different bushes and shrubs like a gust of wind, like rivers passing through another lake. We encounter different things, and we too become different people. That is how travel changes you. It scares me too. I'm thankful for those changes as well. I'd compare it to a slice of bread with cream slathered on both sides. You're gonna make a mess no matter how carefully you try and hold it. In that case, I'd spread it on separately. Is that way we can even smear on different flavors? Not a bad call. I'm sure it'll be a filling meal. Ah, it is you at last. Roselle has been telling me how wonderful the outside world is, inviting me along to venture. Do you know much of that world? Is it as he says it is? You're actually making me make a choice. That's weird. Yes, it is. In the outside world, there's no lack of new things to discover. Right, there's lots to eat, many fun things to do, and you'll even get to encounter many interesting things and awesome people. For example, you'll find those who focus on the beautiful essence of all things. Really? Dear me, I believe the outside world to only be conscious of value. To be full of those who wish to wear hats, but they're not. Well, you can think of it like a cake with various chocolates scattered on top. Every bite's a whole new experience. That's way better than having all the chocolates taste the same. That would make for a super ordinary cake, right? Well said, Paimon, well said. Well, who wouldn't have to listen to you for this? Oh, I didn't read the second part. I should have. Is that so? Well, I'll need more time to think about this, but perhaps just a little venturing couldn't hurt, shall we? No need to rush into things, Esnoir. There's still much time before the next voyage. Until then, let us consider this issue together. Oh, nice. Alrighty. We had the whole conversation with this guy, and then his friend was the flower. It was part of the quest. Right? Wait, down here. That flower. Stops us. So that is part of his offshoot of the quest. What is Chauvin thinking? He doesn't even want to talk with me. About him? Hello there, I'm really sorry, but Chauvin, he's so angry at me and refused to come out and speak with me. The wind and sunlight can't reach him down there. What if he withers? What then? Since we're talking about a potted flower, we can't just scoop him up. I tried, but as long as he's upset, I can't even get close. Such a stormy mood, I nearly got blown away. How can he be angry? How can being angry blow someone away? That's pretty stormy, alright. Maybe the reason he's so furious with me is because I refused to venture out with him before. Please, dear guest, can I trouble you to check on him? Perhaps you might even be able to reason with him. Sure, we'll give it a try. So many places, so many people. We'll probably be able to convince him. If I'm in the cavern below the island, yeah, we know where he is. Just tidy this place up, find a good place for him to soak up some sun. Yeah, we're obviously just gonna pick him up. Us. Stopped. The wind's finally stopped. Listen to us, please. Penwell has something you'd like to tell me. Fine. I'll listen to what you have to say. Before that, look how shocked the two of you are. Sure, you're dying to ask, how can a flower speak? Or perhaps, how did you turn into a potted flower? Do people usually ask that? Outside, yeah, many. After I returned home, nobody has asked. Wait, outside, you mean the outside? You only became like this after venturing. Well, look who's so well informed. Suppose Penwell must have told you. That's correct, I became like this while I was out venturing. borrow a phrase from that Roselle, this was the change I chose to make. Everyone gets changed, but why change into a potted flower? Could it be because you really like plants? No, I just wanted to find my place. I met many people outside this world. Some were chefs, others florists, some others teachers. Almost everyone had found a place that made them feel at ease. That was how they'd all managed to establish themselves in life. Me, all I could do was venture. Never thought about finding a stable place for myself.
This flower pot is your place?
Exactly, you catch on quick. As a flower in a pot, I'll always have a place that puts me at ease. But, I've already got myself a pot and a place that belongs to me. Why do I still want to go out venturing? I'm an adventurer after all. Venturing? Is there anything else of value I can do? I don't get it. The more of the outside world I see, the less I understand. Between having a place and venturing, which is more important? The more I think about it, the more my head hurts. When I talk to Panuel, I always duck his questions. I'm afraid of misleading him. If he loved venturing, would he grow to hate it after seeing me like this? He is my friend and always will be, but I must be honest with him, and I've answered all that he has asked, including the reason I became a flower, so I could have a place that made me feel at ease. Perhaps my answer upset him, or perhaps it's because he doesn't like the way I am now. We're growing apart, but as a potted plant, I can't grow up myself. It's probably for the best. I'm sure Panuel doesn't want to see me anyway. He must be angry with me.
Oh, so that's what's going on. You both think the other one's angry with you. And so they aren't willing to meet.
What? You mean Panuel isn't mad at me?
You two are thinking the exact same thing. He actually thinks you're the one who's angry at him. Tell him everything.
Skies above, how can I ever think such a thing? I have never wanted to see him upset, and even should the corners of his lips twitch downward, my heart should be utterly shattered.
He doesn't have lips.
Dear guest, I must ask you to bring me up. I beg of it. Beg it of you. I must see him with all haste. I cannot wait another minute, no, not even another second.
I was waiting for you to say that, my potted friend.
I was waiting for it too. Off we go.
I don't know why you gave me this spot. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to know why there was an option.
Shavine, you've come. Please listen to me. I've never been mad at you and never wanted to leave you. I only worried that you didn't want to be friends with me. You know, some ventures changed, and I was worried you had too. I prayed to the goddess, but I couldn't find a good enough gift to offer, so she naturally ignored me. No, Panuel, such a thing can never happen. I will always be your friend. I must apologize to you. I was so focused on my own thoughts, I failed to listen to what you were saying. I assumed you'd never want to see me again.
Seems we've cleared up this misunderstanding.
Yeah, Paimon thought you two had some crazy sticking point. I was super mad you didn't even try to understand each other.
It definitely was a sticky matter, but now at least it's come unstuck now.
Thank you both, my dear guests. Without you, I'd definitely be holed up in there, refusing to come out. Now I can finally show up what's in my heart with Panuel. I'm always willing to listen to what... I'm always willing to listen to what you have to say, Shavine. Whether you wish to speak of venturing or a flower pot, it's all fine by me. My dear guests, take these. I got them especially for you. God has blessed you, and never argue with friends, and someone will always be willing to listen to your innermost thoughts.
There we go.
I'll keep this close.
Oh. Now we've done all the stuff over here, so let's get back to the afterword. Be voiced.
Wait, is that...
Here's your 2 magic tonics.
Guys, you don't want to drink that.
Why, thank you, young lady. And might I add that you're looking quite lovely today. Jean, come on, take a seat and let's have a drink. I ordered one for you as well.
But is this really appropriate? I mean...
Still worried about Klee? Relax. Albedo's with her. She'll be fine.
Kaya and Master Jean! What are you two doing here?
Oh, look who it is. The Traveler and Paimon. You must be the pleasant surprise that Miss Alice told us about.
Greetings to you both. This is one place I didn't expect to run into you two.
The locals here have been talking non-stop about some brave heroes who saved the world. Let me guess. You two have been up to your old tricks.
Well, not just us. We only played a small part. You could say we were 2 members of the Heroes Adventure Team.
Still sounds mighty impressive to me. As ever, our honorary knight is making us proud wherever they roam.
That's right. We received a letter of invitation from Miss Alice, proposing that we take Klee for a vacation in Fairyland when work dies down.
I wasn't sure what she meant by Fairyland at first, but if my eyes are not deceiving me, she was being quite literal.
Klee ran off excitedly as soon as we arrived. I'm a little worried about her, but Albedo insisted he would look after her while we do our own thing.
We could hardly say no to such a considerate offer, so I took it upon myself to bring Jean to the nearest tavern we could find.
Any excuse for a drink, huh?
Well, we are on vacation. It's only fair that we get to indulge ourselves a little.
You're right. I should make an effort to relax and unwind. It's what Miss Alice would want, after all.
Oh, wait, Kaya? What exactly did you order from the bar?
Here we go.
The house special, of course. Best way to get a taste of the local culture. Why are you making that face?
We'll
Paimon?
stop Jean, but we're not going to stop him.
Nothing. I was just perpetually amused by your lifestyle, that's all. Go on, drink up.
Something tells me I need to tread carefully here. Let's see, it's got a lovely color, but how about the taste?
Jean, don't do it.
I think
Yeah,
maybe
there we
I'll
go.
pass. But it's such a shame to waste it.
All right, Paimon. Well played.
Well, Paimon got burned too, if it's any consolation. It's nothing personal.
Oh, by the way, we weren't the only ones who got invited here. I saw Kale earlier. She didn't see me, though. She was making a beeline for that big tree.
The Kingdom of Breezes and Bells, you mean? Oh, this is turning into a huge reunion. Maybe we should go say hi to her.
All right. Well, give her my regards.
Will do. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you. Enjoy your time here, too.
Okay.
So the magic tonic here is just writing ink? What a weird and wonderful world. Ah, Miss Citrus, do you happen to serve any beverages here that don't contain magic tonic?
Of course we do. What flavor would you like?
Sunsettia. Jean, you want in?
Sure, I'll have the same, please.
Sounds good. 2 Sunsettia drinks coming right up.
Well, okay. All the way over here.
The structure of the tree houses here is nothing short of amazing. I have to write it down so I can tell Master Tainari all about it later. Hey, Kale! You scared me. Traveler and Paimon? You got invited here too? Yep, Well, they sort of skipped the invitation part, but anyway, what you doing out here? Something caught your eye? Oh, yeah. I'm trying to observe and summarize the structures of the trees here, and also the animals that live here. Well, the residents, I guess? I still can't get over the fact that they're all someone's origami handiwork. Once a forest ranger, always a forest ranger, huh? Not sure you'll be able to apply much of what you learn here back home, though, with this being a magical world and everything. What? Over there, by the giant footprint, have those houses always been there? Oh, those? The local flying squirrels told me that they were built by a small dragon and some guy wearing a hat. Oh, that must have been Mini Durin and Hat Guy. Any idea where they went?
I hate that that's their stand-in for the Wanderer.
After building the houses, they went to somewhere called, Constellation Metropole? Did I say that right? Yep, you got it. Oh, also, when the locals mentioned the dragon, did they seem at all, did they say how they felt about him at all? Now that you mention it, the atmosphere changed a little when they talked about him. Oh no. They mentioned some stuff along the lines of past misunderstandings and welcoming new members. I only just got here, so I know very little about what has happened in the past. They seemed genuinely grateful for the houses, though, and said they were going to plan a welcome party. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Sounds like the forest has begun to accept him. It's a step in the right direction. Are you looking for that small dragon? Yeah, he's a new friend we made after we arrived here. No way! Really? I'm getting more and more interested in your story. No. I've got to save it for next time. For now, I've got to make the most out of my time in this wonderful world. Oh, there's no rush. Just take it slow and enjoy yourself. Like Kaya. Oh, he sends his regards, by the way. Oh, Mr. Kaya is here too? Then I've got to go say hi to him. Well, right now he's at the tavern and he probably won't be leaving until he's drunk. Not that he'll ever reach that point because his alcohol tolerance is so high. Basically, it's Kaya. You know where to find him. You make a good point, Paimon. Then I'll focus on exploring for now and go catch up with him later. Shall we go pay a visit to the Metropole Traveler? Maybe Mini Durin and Hat Guy are still there. Oh, right. By the way, something pretty interesting has been happening in Sumeru recently. Master Tainari has been working really hard on it, so if you have time, definitely go and check it out. Sounds good. We'll find some time in our schedule.
Take it easy, Colette. Enjoy your field trip.
Of course. See you later.
They don't care about you as much. Of course Mona's here.
What? Are my eyes deceiving me? There is no way. I can't believe it.
Hey, Mona! We heard you muttering from a long way away. What's up? Oh, is your scry glass acting up again?
Oh, it's you, the saviors of this world. My scry glass is fine, but I'm not sure I can say the same about my eyes. Look at this statue.
What? Is it broken or something? Looks fine to Paimon. That's your master, right? AKA the goddess of prophecy?
I refuse to believe it. There's no way that old hag looks anything like this.
Maybe she did when she was younger?
When she was younger? Oh, actually, now that you mention it, this does remind me of the fashionista phase she wrote about in her diary. She can't hear me, can she? I swear I just got chills down my spine.
Either way, it's probably a little rude to talk about her right under her statue. But how do you know it's a statue of her if you never saw her as a young woman?
I did a quick scry when I came into this world, and when I saw the stars' reflections, I was at a loss for words. It looks like fate in Simulanka is based directly on Tevat. A projection of real-world fate to form an image of reality. Or in layman's terms, basically, the creator made this world inside a mirror or a lake, and this world is the reflection.
Still sounds pretty impressive.
The more I scried, the more familiar everything looked. It's her work, there's no doubt about it. Even so, everything's far more complex than I'd imagined. Trying to decipher it all is giving me quite a headache. I also asked the locals about her. They call her she who has dominion over the stars and the course of fate itself. Not even a pretense of humility. Clearly, she let the role of creator goddess get to her head. Not that I'm surprised in the least, of course. It certainly matches the tone of her diary. Anyway,
Probably stop admitting that you read her diary.
Oh, so Mona, have you seen a small dragon around by any chance? He's about the same size as Paimon, but with tiny little wings.
Actually, smaller.
Ah, you mean the one that caused all that trouble? I haven't seen him for myself, but I heard that he came to the Metropole not long ago to formally apologize for his actions. Apparently, he brought a huge stash of Toitanium and plant oil to make amends. Most people accepted his apology, although there are some who said that they'll reserve judgment until they've seen how he acts in the future.
Oh, okay. Do you know where we can find him?
One moment.
I think this might be the first time we've seen her actually use her scry glass, if that is what
Ah, it looks like he's at the Broken Sea. There's a big group of people with him, too.
Cool. Wanna come with us? We can introduce you.
I think I'll sit this one out. This might be the closest I ever get to meeting the old hag in her youth, so I think I'll spend some time seeing what else I can glean from her grand design. You guys have fun.
Be careful, Mona. Thanks for your astrological assistance.
Anytime.
We'll be off now. See you later, Mona.
Creating a whole world starscape is no easy task. Old hag, I guess you do deserve the title of Trismegistus after all.
Osvaldo Halfnavines! Does thou see what I am seeing? Tell me that my all-perceiving Aug
God damn it, why do we need fucking Fischl here?
Your eyes see true, main Fräulein.
Very well. Then, as sovereign ruler of the Immenachreich, I extend to you both my greetings, O Night Dragon from the land of the Thousand Stars, and his hat-wearing servant.
Who did you just call a servant?
What main Fräulein means to say is, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too. But Hat Guy's not my servant. He's my friend.
Now you're over-explaining.
Hat Guy, Minnie Durin! Found you at last. Whoa, and Fischl's with you too?
Oh, greetings, Outlander blessed by the Immenachreich. How honored you are to meet your prinzessin beneath the stars of another sky. Clearly a decision made by fate itself.
I'm always come to the impasse when we have to deal with Fischl. Do we humor her and use her method of speaking, or do we just kind of brush it off? And it might be better just to humor her, usually. I echo your sentiments, Your Highness.
Mr. Honorary Knight!
Oh, hey, Clee. What's up? And Albedo.
Greetings. You both look well.
Hey there, Clee! Have you been having fun here? Yup, loads and loads of fun. There are so many cute animals and a magic train that was really long and a huge, huge castle and a king lives there and everything.
I've been taking Klee to see all the sights. It's been a very enriching experience. Alice's magic is truly outstanding.
Yeah, Mom's amazing. Clee wants to build a great big house now, too.
So, your mom and my mom were friends?
Mm-hmm. Our moms were friends, which makes you my big brother. My mom used to read your mom's stories to me all the time. They were great.
Big brother?
You're part of the family now, I guess.
Wow. Thank you, Klee. Can I go play with Klee, Hat Guy?
Suit yourself.
Albedo, can I?
Go on. Just don't go too far away. I'll come pick you up later.
Yay! Come on, Mini Durin. Do you want to come play with us too, Fischl?
Your princessin accepts your invitation. Rejoice!
What Main Fräulein means to say is, perhaps we can all play hide and seek together. Main Fräulein is it.
Hooray! I love hide and seek!
Oh, me too!
To return to our previous discussion, Mr. Hat Guy, you were telling me about a prophecy?
I heard B talking to M. What she said was...
Since you're so persistent, let me tell you a secret. Our child will one day rise from the dead.
Is she saying that Dragonspine Durin will come back to life?
I only heard it in a memory, so don't hold me to it.
Understood. My recent observations at Dragonspine lend credence to this prophecy as well. Durin's heart has slowly but surely been growing in vitality. The process is extremely slow, but the trend is clear.
What should we do?
To start with, plan for every potential scenario, including, of course, the worst-case scenario. I am well aware of Durin's past, and I sincerely hope that things never escalate to that point. Still, we need to be prepared for every possibility. If the prophecy is true, and Durin's heart will one day beat again, I'd like to hope that whatever rises from the dead is no evil dragon, if you understand what I mean.
Kind of? But not really.
And so, when the time comes, Mr. Hat Guy, will you and Simolanka's Durin be willing to lend us a hand in our hour of need?
Huh? What's this got to do with me?
You saved the Durin of this world. I don't see that as a mere coincidence. If there is any meaning to be read into the actions of the three goddesses, beyond fairy tale whimsy alone, I can only boldly speculate that the fate of this reflected world may have a reciprocal effect upon our own world. If Durin of Dragonspine will soon come back to life, we will need Mini Durin's help, as well as yours, given that your fates are now intertwined.
Well, that's a nuisance.
To be sure, it certainly won't be easy.
Albedo! There's a flying paper ship over there! Can we go see it together, please?
Sure. 2 seconds, I'll be right with you. Please give my suggestion some thought, Mr. Hat Guy.
Hat Guy, I'm back! Huh? What were you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Huh. Okay then. Let's go join the others. Everyone's going to check out the new origami ship.
All right. I'll be right there.
Silas, are you worried about Durin?
Why would I be? Do I strike you as someone who cares about other people's issues?
Now that he saved Simolanka's Durin, he'll be sympathetic to the Durin of our world.
Quit trying to guess what I'm thinking. I'm leaving.
Albedo was right. He needs time to think about it for himself.
Aww, what a lovely little boat!
The forest fairy helped us make it.
I just realized there's a lot fewer people around the Broken Sea now. Guess most of them have made their way back to the Metropole.
Does this boat have a name? I can't see one anywhere.
Huh? A name?
Every boat has a name. At least, all the ones I've seen before.
They're usually symbolic names that represent something aspirational.
Let's go with the Durin.
Huh?
Okay.
You want to name it after me?
Has your picture on
to
it.
wish Mini Durin a safe voyage as he sails into a new chapter of his life beyond this world?
Your princessin approves. Let this vessel bear the name of the most esteemed dragon of the night.
The Durin. Let's call it that then. Thank you, Hat Guy. Also, can I ask you a favor?
Go on.
Remember how Mom's friend said I should be able to leave this world? Well, I want to pay a visit to your world. Just a quick trip, can we?
Huh?
Is that a no?
I think that's a great idea. If the people of Simulanka are allowed to go to Teyvat, then what's the problem with taking Mini Durin there for a visit?
I'm assuming I'll have to be your bodyguard while we're there.
I can protect myself. And I'll do what you say. I won't fly off on my own, I promise. Please?
It'll be up to you to stick close. If you disappear on me, don't expect me to come looking.
Got it! I'll stick close!
Why don't you take the Durin? Now you've given it a name, it'll be a maiden voyage for the boat and a brand new journey for you.
Are you leaving, Mini Durin? Okay. Well, make sure you come visit me in Mondstadt so we can play together again. Klee will draw you a map to show you the way. Though our time together has been as fleeting as a ray of light in the depths of the long night, the Immonokreich will welcome...
What Main Fräulein means is that you're always welcome to visit her at home as well.
Cool! I have so many new friends now! I'm so happy!
Are you done yet? If you want to leave, then get over here.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you so much! The blessings you gave me are more precious than any treasure, and more beautiful than any fairy tale. Next time, it will be my turn to make your wishes come true.
Afterward complete. Fellow Dragon's picture. Yeah, non-textual mystery. Here it is. Oh. I want to at least see where this goes. Oh, I hopped off of there before when going down below. Okay. Cool. But here's the thing that was mentioned before. This will likely still be voiced. It isn't! Fuck! Oh right, didn't Kale say Sumeru City has been pretty lively lately? Aren't you even a little curious? Not really, but sounds fun, I guess. Right, Paimon agrees. Let's go see what's going on. For our first stop, maybe start with the Academia? And I still had autoplay on. Fuck.
Your perspective is just tunnel vision.
Look, that's Farazan over there. Do you think we should ask? Even just glancing at the borrowing records gives me flashbacks to how awful that book was. How irritating. Farazan, what are you doing talking to yourself over there? I am Madame Farazan, after all.
It's not out of place for me to mull things over out loud, wouldn't you say? In this case... Never mind, forget about it. Why'd the two of you suddenly decide to drop by? Well, about that, we heard something about a party and Holly told us Sumeru's the place to be now. Apparently tons of interesting things are happening. So we thought we'd ask around. Any idea what she was talking about? Interesting things. What did Holly find interesting? I know his tail getting so fluffed up like a bit of ball of tumbleweed. Or Sino climbing a tree and his hood caught in a branch. Oh, really? We really missed all that? Seriously? And nobody thought to tell me. Still, she said there was something big everyone's been talking about. Can you think of anything slightly more significant? More significant. Ah! Is there something the matter, madame? Well, now that you mention it, it must be what I think it is. Recently, rumors have been going around about a certain book. It's a classic horror story opening. Not like some kind of forbidden tome or anything like that, is it? Forbidden tome? As far as I'm concerned, it might as well be. Tell me, have you ever read one of those really, really, really badly written detective novels? I don't think I have. Paimon has. Tell me exactly how bad it was. Ooh, leave this to Paimon. For example, the type where you start off thinking it's a locked room murder mystery, actually turns out the whole building was just moved? That's right, or it's supposed to be based on pure reasoning and logical deduction, but at the end it turns out that the culprit is some kind of superpower. Exactly! Or it starts super serious, and the second half it just reveals that everyone lost their memories out of the blue! Or it's set in a mountain village in the middle of a snowstorm. A police officer who's been portrayed as a serious figure throughout the whole story suddenly turns out to be the murderer, without even the slightest hint of foreshadowing. You'll offend half the crime novelists into that if you keep going. My apologies. I let myself get a bit carried away there for a moment. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I did borrow a book like that a few days past. So you borrowed a badly written book, but that happens to the best of us. No, that's the problem. Blizzards swept mountain villages, superpowers, police officers who turn out to be criminals. This book had it all, and more! Reading it was tantamount to torture. And despite how complicated it wasn't engaging in the slightest. There have been all sorts of rumors circulating about this book. These are the strange marks drawn all over the pages. People are saying it must be concealing secrets. You think there's treasure involved? I'm not sure, but there must be many who believe so. Not only have more and more people been borrowing it, but they've all been specifically asking for the marked up copy. You borrowed it too? Yes, I have! As you well know, I'm a scholar, so it's only natural to have a bit of curiosity. So, just what secrets did the book at the center of the rumors actually hold? I read through it carefully from start to finish. Most of the marks are circles, but the beginning and end point of each stroke differ, as does the color of the ink used. More importantly, all the names of people in the book have been circled. Not only that, many of them are adapted from famous figures in superheroes history. Some speculate these marks must have been left by different scholars over the eras, each researching the book's secrets, each searching for a name they believed in. Others believe they're kind of notation made by different people belonging to the same organization, and the names circled are their code names. Still others think it's some kind of encryption cipher, but after finishing it, I came no closer to uncovering the mystery. Not only was reading it a complete waste of my time, but sheer absurdity of the shoddy excuse for a plot several times over. I was so angry I returned the book immediately. When I came to the house of Dana today, I found lots of people skulking around. I suppose they're still looking for that thing. No wonder you zoned out like that. Paimon's guessing you won't be borrowing any more detective novels anytime soon. Indeed. Paimon, Arlok, surely the two of you must understand how I feel. Yeah, sure. What's the book called? We'll borrow and take a look ourselves.
It's called Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard. You sure it's a detective novel? Sounds more like the title of a light novel. Tell me about it. Anyway, read it at your own risk. It truly is unbearably boring. I feel like this had nothing to do with what we were talking to Kale about. I thought we were going to go and see Tainari. Books with long titles here. I might have a look. Working Hard and Vacationing Harder. Heck. An Atlas of Rare Rainforest Dwelling Species, Professional Edition. The Art of the Construction of Coffee Machines. Who exactly reads these? Secrets of the Elemental Sciences. Book jacket even says Expert Approved. The former sage Cyrus praises this as an excellent entry-level book. And this one, compilation and summary of common basic grammar rules for rare languages of ancient desert peoples. Now Paimon's dizzy. Just so many words. Come on, Paimon, you can learn 20 different. Huh? Is that Layla over there? Let's just ask her. She may know something. Great, I have to do a Layla voice. That's excellent. Something tells me I won't be able to talk as slow as she does. But I'll have to slow it down a bit. Hi, look, Paimon. It's been so long. I'm so a bit tired. Didn't sleep well last night? I was reading a novel, so I stayed up late. It wasn't that detective novel everyone's been talking about, was it? Super long name? Huh? Oh no. If you're talking about Reasoning Knows Not Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows Blizzard. Hi. Yes. No, it wasn't that one. Madame Farazan said it was really dull, so I didn't borrow it. Oh, so you're not that interested in the book Secrets? I haven't even been able to keep up with my own work. Even though I'm up late all the time these days. Well, the way more people have been interested in the book than I ever imagined. 7 or 8 in a single morning. I feel like a living signboard sitting here like this. Kaveh asked me the same question, so he must be looking for it too. He was even hiding behind a ladder before looking for something. I'm really embarrassed. Searching for something, hiding behind a ladder? He must be after Mora. It's gotta be it. So he can hurry up and pay off his debt to... Wait, no. Let's pretend Paimon didn't say anything. Layla, you're really sleepy, right? You must be dreaming this conversation, huh? I didn't really get it anyway. If you say so, it's a dream. Thank you. We'll keep on looking. I'll see you next time. Snoring is so uncomfortable. Not often Layla falls asleep so quickly. Good for her. I think we should ask Kaveh now. If he's searching for the book, he must know something. But where is he now? Good question. We can try hanging around where he might show up. There's a good chance he'll be there right now, right? For a second, I thought Layla was gonna wake up again and be speaking to the other Layla. But no. She's been trying not to come out for a while, so. Door. Do you think we seem like a pair of thieves? Trying to get ambushed Kaveh? It almost feels like we restored him or something.
I'm just not sure why that is, though. Well, you just want to ask a couple of questions, that's all. Don't make it sound like we're the baddies. Have you ever been bothered by your conscience? Oh! Yeah, sounds like footsteps. Quick, let's take a look. Stop right there, Oh, Hatham. Hatham, what are you doing here? Good question. Surprising indeed. I was under the impression you knew I lived here. Good morning. Good morning. What can I do for you? Yeah, nothing, never mind. Goodbye then. He's left. Or something? Paimon, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it's Kaveh. Oh, what the? What are you two doing here? I don't remember what his voice sounds like, but if I try and emulate everyone's voice almost exactly as they are, they all end up sounding the same. Because so many of the male voices sound exactly the same if the same person tries to do them. Not enough of a difference. Good question. Surprising indeed. Paimon was under the impression you'd know the only reason we'd be here was if we were looking for you. Paimon, did you just steal Alhaitham's line? I always hope you're written better than this. Paimon, you don't sound like yourself. Looking for a certain book by any chance? Wait, what? Here's the deal. Paimon, pull him to one side and hushed him to tell him about whatever we don't have enough time to talk about, apparently. How is it you guys know everything? And there I was, thinking I'd been super discreet the whole time. No one should have even noticed. Come on, get real. You really think no one knows you live here? That's not fair. Of course nobody knows except for Sino, Tainari, Kale, and the two of you. Right? Friends are friends, so if they know, well, they know. If a stranger overheard us, disaster. I'd even impact my career. Anyway, about that book. You believe it contains intel about hidden treasure, don't you? We're gonna get rich quick, are we? We're offering to help find it. Shucks, why didn't you say so earlier? So there really is treasure. How about this? We help you find it and split the loot 50-50. It's a deal. Arlek, after all we've been through, it's finally our turn to get rich. No need to keep yapping. Hidden treasure. The Paimon probe's homing in on ya. Hey, Paimon! What the fuck just happened? Alright, we're somewhere now. Is that Dia? Arlok and oh, typo, they missed a space. Arlok and Paimon? Must be my lucky day running into two of you like this. Yeah, you mercenaries are pretty tuned into the grapevine. Have you ever heard of a book called Reasoning Knows Not the Time of Day, but Suspense Always Follows a Blizzard? Hey, you guys are looking for it too? I too, you don't mean you're looking for it too? Darn it, So does that mean we're finally gonna have to square off against the, Wait a minute, would you mind telling me exactly why you're looking for it? Once more, you go over the rumors that Farazan told you. If it really does turn out to be something important, I'll be sure to let you know if I hear anything. Wait, really? From your reaction before, Paimon thought you were after it too. Don't worry, a client asked me to get her the book, but her attitude seemed off somehow, so I didn't take the commission. She's a smart cookie, though, and it was like she was hiding something. So I thought she must have had an ulterior motive. Besides, I have other things to look into right now. Compared to some commission, it's more important that you uncover the truth behind that book. Anyway, no time to lose. I've got to get going. Alright then, good luck. Don't forget to tell us if you hear anything. Who dares Clyde? Hey!
How are you so fast?
Flying's faster than running?
Sorry, it's a traveler thing. Right. Listen to me. It's like this. Paimon, don't get your hopes up. That book, it isn't some kind of treasure map. It's just unbelievably unremarkable, surpassingly ordinary detective map.
Huh? But didn't you just say there was treasure? Most people backtrack like that. Paimon just they changed their mind and wanted to keep all the more for themselves, but that's not something you do.
That's sorry, I just couldn't bring myself to tell you earlier. I played along with what you were saying. That's what happened. I borrowed the book a month ago. When I opened it to the first page, I discovered one of the names was printed incorrectly. At night, I'd been drinking just a little, and I was starting to feel drowsy, so I picked up a pen and circled the name. I'm sure you know the House of Dana allows borrowers to annotate the books they take out. I'm in the habit of doing that, too, but so at the time I didn't give it a second thought. After a dozen or so pages, I realized the names all had the characters in the book. The names of all the characters in the book had intentionally been written slightly wrong. It would be more accurate to say the novel itself was quite strange. All the characters' names were based on real historical figures. Rather than using their original names, they had been tweaked ever so slightly. Most people would assume the author made a mistake of it in a printing error when they saw the spelling mistakes like that. I didn't find the content particularly appealing, so I returned it after I finished reading it. Or before I finished reading it. Later on, I heard that the book had suddenly become top of the town. There were rumors about mysterious treasures. And you thought it had something to do with you?
It certainly does sound like it.
Yeah. And after I heard that now, all the names in the book have been circled, not just one. I just haven't been able to figure out when Tavat must have happened after I returned it.
Did you tell anyone else you'd borrowed it?
Tainari. Last time I met, I also told him about how poorly parts of the book had been written. He said I'd made it sound pretty funny. So much so, in fact, he suddenly wanted to take a look himself.
You made it sound like it was so bad it's good. In that case, let's go find Tainari.
It's fine with me, but I still have some work to finish up. It's pretty urgent. How about I head back first and we can meet up again later once I'm done?
No problem. Hope your work goes well.
Me too. Thanks. See you later then.
I was not expecting this last quest to be voiced. To not be voiced, sorry. I am having to do a lot. Alright, Over there! Hey, Tainari! Heard you. How's it going, Arlok Paimon? You guys sure look excited. That was not yours, was it? You tell Tainari about how you're looking for the novel. I'm not saying the title again. As you do so, you reflect once more on how absurdly long the title is. Now even just saying it aloud makes you feel tired. God fucking damn it! It does! Ah, that one. Yes, I did go to the House of Dana to borrow it. Kaveh said it wasn't worth reading, but I was curious, so I went and read it anyway. Problem was, there were already 2 names circled in the book I borrowed, and the style of each circle was different. It was like some kind of game. Someone drawn a red circle around the name of the first character that appeared, and someone else had drawn a green circle around another name. So, in the time between Kaveh returning the book and you taking it back Someone else had already annotated it? That's right. I'm sure the first circle was drawn by Kaveh. Yeah, no surprise there. If you stop and think about it for a second, guessing the identity of the second annotator should be trivial. Wait, you mean it was... If there are two people living in a house and one of them drew the first circle, then it's highly likely the other person left a mark too. Good point. Sometimes those two really are too much. In the end, it is as I suspected from the beginning. First character whose name had been circled on the very first page turned out to be the murderer. Surely that's just a blatant spoiler? Like the joke where someone opens a novel and bam, there's a note in the margin that spoils everything right from the start. What kind of a joke would be so cruel? That was one of Cyrus's. It wasn't just a joke. He said he actually pulled a stunt like that when he was younger. Who was unlucky enough to borrow the book after he'd scribbled all over it? My master, Naphis, and Professor Zaha Hadid, who had a seminar with him that very afternoon. Cyrus said that Master once threatened to give him a good beating by the side entrance of the House of Dana. It was only thanks to my mother and Professor Zaha Hadid intervening that it didn't happen. Paimon doesn't sympathize with Cyrus at all, not one bit. House of Dana has never stopped people from annotating books, but this seemed like a special case. I didn't think the book could be allowed to keep circulating like that. So I circled several names myself, laying a false trail. The best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. It's a simple principle. Well, when you put it like that, but still. How many names did you circle, Tainari? Let me think. Not too many, about 3 or 4. Chose them all randomly. You circled the other names in the book. Must have been others who borrowed it and did something similar. I'm just not sure why. Who'd have thought borrowing books could be so complicated? Alright, let's go see if there's any other clues. We'll find out more about this.
Must be some catches. Great.
Look, there's Dia. Let's tell her what the real story is. Huh? Candace is there too. So, I need to reflect a little on what I did. What happened? So meet you head today shortly due to the guidance of the gods. Candace, is this a personal trip? Today's trip to the city is to buy provisions for the people of our village, as well as help Mrs. Tom deliver a message to the stages of the Academia. Way, I'll have to see Diaz and came over here to check with you. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. It's just that I suddenly remembered a few details about the book after talking with you. Before that client had even contacted me, I heard rumors of an exciting novel full of undiscovered secrets. Curiosity, I asked Sino to take it out for me. As a desert dweller and a mercenary to boot, the idea of solving a mysterious treasure map is pretty exciting. Paimon totally gets that. Granted, I'll custom research gold and wisdom about some sounds. That book turned out dry as dust. A bunch of names had been circled, but I still couldn't figure out what the puzzle was supposed to be, despite reading the whole thing through carefully from start to finish. In the end, I started to think there was some kind of ritual or game or something, so I picked up a pen and drew a circle of my own. Later on, Miss Dunyazad asked her parents to find a way to borrow it for her. She said the mysterious markings fascinated her, even though she couldn't get into the book itself. If they were just regular annotations, it wouldn't be anything out of the ordinary, but these strange circles, you can't help but want to try and figure out what they mean. That's true. reflecting on is having accidentally interfered with other people's reading experiences. Is that right? Wait, hold on a second. Why did you tell Candace? She's a warrior, you know. Sometimes she has to interrogate criminals and other things like that, too. Everyone recognizes her job as sacred. So when we need to think over what we've done wrong, what we've gone wrong, we'll talk to her about it. Please don't be too surprised, my dear Allah. To me, listening to other people's mistakes is just another way of protecting them. By speaking of your mistakes and hearing sincere advice in return, improvement will come over time. That's the way we do things. But all she did was draw a circle. It's not like she was deliberately trying to mess with anyone. Besides, everyone agrees the book itself is just bad. Don't worry about it, do you? Well, that's true. I'm just telling Candace how bizarre it is. Be that as it may, it doesn't change the fact that it just ain't right to mess with someone else's enjoyment. It's the bottom line. Anyway, dear, please have faith that the gods will forgive your transgression. Besides, you told me about a part of the story where one of the suspects in the case ended up falling out of the village on his hands and knees. He was named Allah. That's right. The detective in the book argued he must have leapt across the broken bridge like a frog. Of course, you find out later, and his conjecture was totally off base. Why's that? Because it turns out that Allah Hamal has a superpower, so he can float right across the broken bridge. What the heck is this book even about? It sounds completely ludicrous. Allah Hamal. It's simply too reminiscent of the good name of King Deshret. Don't you think? Even considering how transgressive this book sounds, I don't think it's worth overthinking it. You're right. You know, I can't help but wonder what our friends at the Temple of Silence would say if they somehow got their hands on this book. I'm sure those sages would be able to unpack interesting ideas from the text for ordinary people who couldn't cast a dream. It's normal for there to be bridges outside blizzard-swept mountain villages, and normal for them to get broken, but for a person to cross one by floating through the air, I resort to such a lame plot device. This really a serious detective novel? Sounds like something out of a comic strip. I'm not starting to get where Farazan was coming from. If he'd gotten all excited about reading a detective novel, but ended up reading tripe like that instead, better not even think about it. So where's the book now? Not sure. I returned it after I was done reading it, and back then there weren't as many markings inside as the rumors say there are. Alright then, Detective Paimon is still on the case. God damn it. I was feeling lost. I should head back to the House of Dana. Use that to just capture creatures that are out in the wild and add them to a teapot. The issue is most things will run away when you get close. Oh, we're right into a cutscene. But yeah, but it was you need I think 30 of them for a trophy, which is why I need to keep doing it. Hello. Has the long-ass titled book been returned yet? Yeah, 2 copies of this book. One's been marked up, the other hasn't. I'm guessing I'll look for the one with the marks. Oh, you saw right through us. Many others have asked for it too. I apologize, though. It seems it hasn't been returned yet. Please come back later. Can you at least tell us who borrowed it? Got a point. It'd be terrible if someone looking to steal a book started harassing whoever would borrow it. Hey, you two look as confused as a couple of R&R who've just run into each other head first. You looking for something? I can help. They gave me question marks. I didn't know. I thought it was some guy, but no, it's fucking Nahida. That's Nahida's voice. Hi there. Nahida, have you heard of a book with this really long-ass title? Such a long name. Yes, I know the one you mean. I heard everyone was looking for it, and it sounded fascinating, so I found a brand new copy to read myself. Brand new? You mean it wasn't the copy with all the markings on it? That's right. I was more interested in the content of the book itself than all those rumors about hidden treasure, so an unmarked copy was all I needed. Speaking of which, it's funny. There's more than one copy of this book, but everyone's looking for the one where all the names have been circled. Are they afraid of spoilers, or did they actually crave them? Oh, then do you know who has the copy with all the markings right now? Just so happens I've seen it in the hands of some of your friends. If you're looking for the copy that sparked all the rumors, you should look around the Palace of Alcazazare. Voice kind of evolved as I was talking. Also, did the librarian there even notice what was going on? You saw the lights dim because she came. The fucking Archon comes in here as like an illusion. Were we the only ones seeing it? Sino and Sethos? Darn you, General Mahamatra! Entrapment isn't gonna work! You can't do that! Hey, what do you mean by entrapment? You're the one who said you had the book. And I said I wanted to read it. And you agreed to meet me here. Sino showing up too was just a coincidence. Pure coincidence. You don't play games with me. I know who you are. You're that new kid, Sethos, right? I know you're a friend of Sino's. Oh, so you do know who I am. Saw Sino was chasing you around, trying to get... that's too young. She is an adult. Trying to get you to play cards, and now you found an excuse to run off after a couple of rounds right after. That left quite an impression. You don't have to mention that. No, I think Dory's right about that. You always look for a way out when it comes to playing Invocation. It's becoming quite a problem. Arlok and Paimon, you've been staying there for quite a while. Oh, if it is... Oh no! Oh no! Yes, yeah, we'll do that. Oh, if it isn't my dear Arlok and Paimon, what brings the two of you to the Palace of Alcazazare? Dory's Mickey Mouse now. May it be you have come to do business with me, the Lord Sangam Abbey? Of course. Please give me a moment to conclude our business here. I'll be with you straight away. Anyway, General Mahamatra, as I am sure you are well aware, the means by which I had someone borrow this book from the House of Dana were both completely legal and personally reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. Whatever. Seeing as it isn't yet time to return it, you have no right to forcibly seize a book I borrowed. That would only be the case had you not engaged in any irregular activities. Yet just now, a buyer, Sethos, came to the Palace of Alcazazare on the basis of a mysterious message to meet a seller, hoping in vain to purchase a detective novel. What do you mean, buyer? He's one of your people. You sent him here deliberately try to buy it and entrap me. That's not something I can acknowledge. What I can tell you is that I've had my eyes on this book for some time. Remember, it is
forbidden to transfer or sell books from the House of Dana without explicit approval from the relevant authorities.
I'm not selling anything, just to be clear. I'm just making the most of an opportunity. If someone pays me a little something on the side, I lend them this mysterious little novel to browse for a bit. If you don't believe me, just ask any of my curious readers. Yes, that's right, you're readers. Anyway, I was just showing him the book.
So, here I was thinking you were really going to go through with an illegal transaction like this, Santos.
Wait, what? You two really aren't together?
I was just really curious about this book. Never managed to track it down, but Sino, it's true that Dory never actually said she wanted to sell the book. So, she isn't the mastermind who started all this.
Mastermind? So, by your own account, it looks like you might have jumped the gun a bit, General Mahamatra. I'm not handing the book over.
You may think you played an ace story, but when you've opened the book just now, I saw the truth revealed before me. The book's return date is today.
That Chino sure got sharp eyes.
That's right, I do have good vision. You have less than half an hour before the book is overdue. Give it to me and I will return it.
How could I just hand it over to you like that? This is a mysterious, super awesome, mega amazing paragon of illogical detective novels that is practically a treasure. I'm gonna make a fortune off of it.
Should you really be admitting that out loud?
I didn't say I was going to sell it. It's not like I was being serious.
Then how about this? Dory, Sino, why don't you two play a little game with the book as a stakes? That's one way of solving it. How about it, Dory? You dare accept the challenge? If you win, I'll turn a blind eye to the book for the time being. If you lose, you'll have to hand it over.
Oh, sounds very interesting. Very well, I'm in. What's the contest?
Are both of you confident in your powers of mental recall?
My memory's not bad.
Yes.
And you both read the contents of this book, correct?
That's right.
Huh? Sino, you actually read it? Oh, well, needless to say, so have I.
In that case, I'll just open up the book, flip through a few pages, and tell me how many names have been circled. Just out of 3 minutes. Sounds good?
Ah, that's nuts.
What, chickening out?
No, it's game on. Let's go.
Good. In that case, the first page.
6.
Both correct. Next, the second page.
I think it was 4.
I'd say 4. Now, both of you are right again. 2 draws, so it all hangs on the next question. Listen.
Page 61. What? I don't quite remember. 7?
I know. The answer is 5.
Absolutely correct. The answer is 5. Sino, is your memory really that good? I'm not buying it.
How did you do that? It's not actually because I have a good memory, but because the circling of the names left a deep impression on me. After I borrowed it, I noticed the names of the first few pages had been selectively circled by different people. Each person's penmanship was different. And moreover, I recognized 3 of the circles as having been drawn by Tainari. Few others use the same color ink as he does, so it was instantly recognizable. You even know that? Yes, learned of that habit of his long ago. At the time, I had just been promoted to General Mahamatra, and would go to a secret base when I wanted to get through all the trivial tests in my in-tray, and once with minimal disturbances. I would often find Tainari hidden away on a tree there, doing his homework. Noticing the writing implements he favored wasn't exactly detective work. In all these years, he's never once changed the ink he uses. Back to the book. Anyone who's read it knows the first name circled is the real murderer. Perhaps Tainari did not want the plot to be spoiled for anyone else, so he circled other names. Annotating or marking a book is not in itself a violation of book borrowing regulations. But why are all the other marks there? Is there some conspiracy behind them? What do they have to do with Tainari? I wanted to get to the bottom of this, and even if it's just for the sake of my friend. And to uncover the secret, you must become a part of the conspiracy. So I circled all the other names that were left in the book.
What? To think you'd do such a thing? So there's no treasure after all? It was just you guys all along?
That's right. Should you wish to hide a grain of sand, bury it in the desert. And in that grain of sand, I can catch a glimpse of the truth. And so you were drawn to it, making your plans. Yet, in a twist of fate, were discovered by me. And no matter how vast this world is, you cannot run from the long arm of the law.
Al, you're making a meal out of this, aren't you? You really have way too much time on your hands. Okay, I give up. You win. That's enough for today. It's time for Lord Sangamabe to return to her room for some repose. Farewell all.
So, do you intend to take this book back to the Temple of Silence?
But there was treasure hidden inside. Thought it might have something to do with the temple. I never thought of the real story behind it. When you agreed to compete, I had already surmised you were familiar with the book. That's why I chose that particular format.
Brilliant move, bro. What's with the luck?
Just thinking, there have been more twists and turns in the story behind the book than in the actual story itself. Well, as long as you got it back, I'll leave uncovering the rest of the secrets to you and take my leave for now. See you later, everyone.
Can I borrow the book? Of course. After Sino hands you the book, you and Paimon quickly thumb through it. Though you weren't reading very carefully, you can tell something's not quite right. The plot is wildly imaginative. And just as everyone says, though most of the names in the book seem familiar, on closer inspection you realize they aren't actually the names of the historical figures you thought they were at first. Not only that, but every name has been circled. Thinking back in the course of events, you fall silent, and then you explain the full story. How unexpected. Still, it does make sense. It's far better than the existence of an actual conspiracy. In that case, I still have other plans. Last time I was at Caravan Rabat, I promised I'd meet Dia and Candace for drinks. Good luck. I trouble you to return the book for me. Sure, leave that to me. Thanks, friend.
For some reason, I think I gave him more emotion than the actual voice actor for him does. That was purely accidental, too. That's just how I would read the lines. I kind of wish the stamina bar would only show up for charged attacks and climbing. Not for just running around in the open world. Oh, we're finally back. Now let's return this book. You really found the book? Amazing. I've been waiting for it to be returned so I can see it as soon as possible. You recount the entire tale to Kave's eager ears. Seriously? How is that even possible? I circled the actual murderer. Paimon's pretty surprised by this whole thing, too. Let's just take care of the book problem first. Hello, this book, it's probably my fault for using permanent ink to mark a page, since it caused the whole mess of other things to happen. Now it's all marked up like this, and there's even a risk of those marks spoiling the story. So I'd like to buy it. The whole issue should be avoidable if the Academia uses the money to buy a new copy. Would you please consider my proposal? Mr. Kave, your idea has merit, and it is indeed a good way to resolve the situation. I'll confirm the book's price now, and then you can pay over there. That's great. Thank you so much. That is actually an incredibly
logical and, like, that is a good way to solve this particular issue. Good on him for that. Shortly afterwards, Kaveh accompanies the academia staff to register the purchase of the book and pays the full amount. The staff member carefully wraps up the thoroughly marked up old book and gives it to him. What a blunder. Regardless, thank you so much for all your help. It was nothing. We were kind of just along for the ride. Still, Kaveh, it'd be better if you used something more erasable to make notes in the future. I understand. I'll never let myself subconsciously correct typesetting errors ever again. No, I mean, I'll never borrow a book for such a long... Never again borrow a book with such a long name. At least for a while. Is that it? No, we got a little more. Al-Haytham, you're here. I was looking everywhere for you. What is it? Haha, guess what I've got in this little bag here. If I had to guess, young man's tears of regret. And what would you know? It's the long-titled book. You actually bother to memorize a ridiculous and boring name like that? Just because I was filling out the paperwork to buy it back in the academia's office, to write it out over and over. Looks like this book has a new owner. Only because I subconsciously mocked up the book with ink. But do you know that Tainari, Dia, and Sino all circled names in the book? I must start because the name I circled was the real killer. Ah, to be perfectly honest, the moment I first saw the murderer's name circled, I knew this would happen. Wait a second, how come you've read the book too? I had the pleasure of reading it in the House of Dana. The logic is a mess, it's just poorly written. And you left the book out in the study. So you knew I circled the killer? Then did you circle any names? What do you think? So you did? The second one is mine. Why? To avoid spoilers, just to add a red herring. Then why just one? Tainari circled 3. I already significantly reduced the probability of the murderer's identity being spoiled for the next reader. That's more than enough. No need to worry about things that are beyond saving. Just why isn't it necessary? Using permanent ink to circle a name on the first page. It's obviously beyond saving. What kind of logic is that? But you just drew your circle for fun. If I must say so, then it is because the circling of the names is far more interesting than the book itself. Fair point. In the end, I only have myself to blame for using up all my pencils. Go buy some more. Congratulations, this one-of-a-kind, out-of-print book, personally penned by the hands of so many, is now yours. You think I look happy about it? I don't even want it. It was Paimon, she wouldn't want it either. That's a no from me too. And done. What the fuck, game? Mihoyo, why? Fucking look at this. Look at this. Everything here, up until this one, was related and voiced. But then you just give us a completely unrelated, unvoiced quest that is still part of the event. The only connection being one line from Kale saying, hey, go check, Tainari has something for you. Bullshit. And it's already time to be done with stream, so next time we will deal with our new story quests for Sijwin and our new character, Emily, who we have only seen in this so far.
least the story quests are usually.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing.
Okay. That'll be it for today. Let's see who we can raid. Mintimoe with a novel. She has a it's like a chibi version of what will be her real novel. She's very slowly making her way toward her real novel. There. Until next time, this is the Pirate King signing off. Have a good day.